What is up? We're doing another video on like routes. Like I think people like the Adri one, so I'm gonna go ahead and do one for Jennifer. I'm trying to get that secondary in. I'm tired of being the OTP Adriana, so we're working on her. We're workshopping. So a few different routes I've been trying right here. Two of them I think are really good. I like the Magna Boa and the EB for the pistols, but mostly I've been running the Magna Boa one actually just because it routes like super easy and you don't need too much like RNG. For this one, you go archery school, hotel, beach, and then at beach, like pretty much most of our routes, it's just going to be a bloodbath. A ton of people are finishing their items there, but this is really easy and you get your gun really quickly, which I like. And it definitely is nice with like the extra AP. AP actually works really nicely into her kit, so that's kind of hype. And then the other one that I'm actually going to be like showcasing or like throwing like the gameplay on the back of the video onto is going to be this route. The EB is probably the best pistol, at least it feels like the best with her. I see a lot of other like pistol users running it, but the save plan looks something like this. You start off dock, you know, you're Jenny from the dock on this one, going up into uptown, then forest, and then beach. Really, the dock spawn kind of can make or break your game. If you're spawning back like next to like the bear spawn over there, then you're definitely going to be routing behind a lot of people moving into uptown, since I see a lot of people going uptown to dock or dock to uptown and vice versa. But yeah, the only thing that sucks about this build is you need a ton of leather, which is kind of annoying, but there's a lot of chickens to kill on the way from like dock to uptown, so that's actually kind of hype. I like this build though. It doesn't have that AP piece, which is kind of unfortunate, but I think a lot of people build crown nowadays, so if you kill one of them, you can just kind of sub it out. Other than that, I've been kind of playing around with other builds, like the Stampede is kind of fun. There's a few Glock 48 builds that I like. I really like Music Box as an accessory. Honestly, this build right here, outside of Sheath, I'd probably like Plasmark a little bit better because of the attack speed, but these are my ideal items, and I tried to route this, and I made this, and it's so messy, dude. I got it to a 4 route where you start archery range, go into alley, TP out to beach, and then TP out to dock. But it's so messy. Like you don't even get your gun until dock, so you're pretty much like trying to speed run. Like, but this is more of a meme. But yeah, I'll leave all IDs in the description, and here's some gameplay if you're into that kind of thing. Alright, now we are out in dock. As you can see, like, this Jenny is kind of screwed. I'm not sure if she head booms or not. I feel like there is a Jenny in this game that does it. Let me switch to the right plan. I don't think this is the correct one. This should be it. But yeah, it's pretty essential that I get some leather early so I can get this pistol upgrade. Because you can get the EV pretty early out in uptown, and then you can start griefing people if people run through. I know when I route Adriana Smoke Bomb, I go through uptown when I have green weapon around 2 minutes, so you can pick up those kind of like griefs. I know like Bernice will route through here. I think Rozzy does too, but Rozzy is usually like the same weapon or full build. But yeah, you can pretty much run through Uptown Dock really quickly if you get that spawn. That is probably the best one that you can get. I left behind, what was it? One of the short rods in Dock, just because I'm like, well, I can get that later. It's not that big of a deal if I don't completely full build by beach. So typically I don't route towards forest just because there's no crates up here, right? So I'll just TP in there, and hopefully I get like a solid spawn. Like typically I want to be around this like middle point so I can route straight down, hit all these boxes, and be able to go on my way to beach. This is probably one of the worst TP spawns I could have got, but it's fine. Honestly, it doesn't make a huge difference. I got really fortunate with that dock spawn, so I can't complain. And, to be fair, I hit my feathers real quick. One thing I do for like movement speed is I like to stay on Black Dress Jenny, but I'll kind of use the ability here and there, especially when I know I'm trying to like out route people. I know the Jennies in archery range are making their way down to beach, so you kind of got to be quick. You got to watch for that. So I do take console vision at beach, and I'd suggest you do the same. I could have griefed her in hindsight. I definitely think about it there. But I think vision is important, especially at beach, because it turns to a bit of a bloodbath. I noticed a lot of people end their routing here. I used to run a route for Adriana. You can see that in like my how to main Adriana vid, that it ends at beach. And a lot of those games, I'd end up kind of getting griefed at beach. Or I guess I wouldn't call it griefing, since everyone would be full build and I'd be searching for a hammer. But beach gets a little testy. Actually, this game it doesn't, which is crazy. But usually it does. Especially because a lot of Jennies like finish there. And you know everyone's playing Jenny right now. And I think the more you play her, the less you're gonna mess up the rug. Pretty much you just want to get the direction right on it. Sometimes I still mess it up and I'll whip enemies like into me, kind of like I did that last bear. But honestly, it doesn't really matter with animals, since you can kind of just out-kite it. And one thing that is kind of weird, early game, sometimes Jenny can have SP problems on this build especially. I think the temple build, you build the SP boots that kind of prevent that. But this one, I did run into a bit of SP issues here, so I crafted a few things. I think I ended up crafting like a fireball, or a high, what is it? What is this thing called? Yeah, highball. And it's definitely not a good SP drink, especially for like the materials that you use. But YOLO, like I don't really need that much SP from her, so I craft these ice waters and highballs and I call it. And I get really lucky. I TP here just for my short rod, and I'm like, well, maybe I can farm up. But yeah, I bank it and it's pretty hype. But I'll fast forward till I like do something notable. Okay, so here I see this Hyjin, and I kind of go serial killer mode. But she blinks away, and I know like I'm just not gonna catch up to her. It's a Hyjin. She's gonna kite me forever. So I just kind of take that. But then I get vision. I'm like, you know what? I see them at bears. People fight over bears. I'm gonna try to route that way. See how it goes for me. And by the time I get there, it's pretty much just me and this dude. And poor Nathapon, I feel like this just isn't his best matchup. I have a decent amount of stuff that can dodge his E. I probably shouldn't have popped ult there, honestly. This person is gonna try to yoink this kill 100%. So I get my kill, and I'm just trying to keep her off it. I grab what I want. I could have grabbed those health potions too, but really wasn't just thinking. Alright, so we get this kill and we're just kind of getting chased by Nikki. We actually have a lot of like kiting ability. You see I used the boar for a dodge. See, that will actually push her up, right? So I threw my carpet in the wrong way. You gotta get used to like doing a little turnaround to place it down instead of just like throwing it at your feet. Which I think in this game I was like probably still getting used to. I've gotten better since. This Barbara tries to 3P, which she's probably gonna regret in the future not doing. But we pushed the Nikki into the wall there. I want to see if it kind of like stunned. It doesn't really. Just the move is to put it behind. Yep, see, you can cancel their stuff though, which is kind of cool. She jumps to me there, which is kind of like, well, I'm screwed, but I hit her enough that I have my bar filled. Which I think I actually got pretty lucky there, if I'm gonna be honest. And that's the direction you want the carpet to go. See? Then you push her back and you're vibing. But hey, she wants to chase forever, and that's okay. The thing is though, her passive is actually pretty tough to get out if you're like 1v1ing and you just kind of get dumped like that. Because if they stay close enough on you, then it's pretty hard to like go for the juke. But one thing that's kind of cool is your cooldowns reset, so you'll have your rug back up and your E. One thing I try to do is crawl towards like a wall or something that I can E through immediately when I get up, and I find not too many people can chase me. But yeah, we're kind of just back to the grind, back to farming, and I think I pick up Meteor here, but I'll do a little fast forward. Alright, so crazy enough, we actually don't pick up the Meteor. I thought I did for whatever reason in the replay, because I remember upgrading my weapon. I probably should have, but you know what? It's a normal match. I'm just messing around. But here is actually a little scary, because we missed the carpet on her. But you can also use your ult to get away, since it does charm. And we just hit the speed gate and we get Roman. That bar was actually pretty scary at this point with Glacial, Scotty, Kavana, 3 kills. Like, it's a bit of a problem. But I think we're back to Farm Simulator. We'll find out though. Oh, so here I'm just like tapping these bears, seeing if I can get any good items. I hit tree, which is pretty hype, so now I'm gonna just like look for a meteor. One thing with Jenny is I feel like I haven't been transitioning too well with her. So I'm trying to make more of like a conscious effort to do that. It's pretty easy to just get caught in the like midst of her damage. Oh, here, wait, I wanna rewind. Okay, so here we get Meteor and something. I think this is a pretty funny fight to happen. So I'm pretty sure Hyjin either doesn't hit console or she just like isn't paying attention for a second, because I see her coming and I'm like, oh, I don't want to fight, I just want to craft this item. So I just throw in like a little juke here, and then she doesn't even realize. I think that's a fun getaway. Especially from the Hyjin that like I harassed earlier in the game, her looking for her revenge. But yeah, from there, I'm just trying to grab a gun and some leather. I think I get leather off this dog, and then for the gun, there's only 2 places you can go, which is factory and hotel. And maybe, I think it's actually, I'm not sure if it's a beach or not. Let me check. Okay, yeah, it's at beach as well. So I have the option to go to hotel or beach here, and I end up choosing hotel. Which it might be picked through, but we're looking through for that upgrade. For the Kelt. I don't know which one it is, but you know what? Whenever I get it, whoever I'm facing is going to be a little sad at Gascar, if you know what I'm saying. They're going to not be having a great time. So we pick it up there, we get crafting. I'm going to craft a few more SP things, just because I see SP's getting a little low, and we're at hotel, so this is the best place to do so. And I think one thing I realized is on the replay system, things like Tree of Life are like appearing, or like Omega, but they're not actually up. I think that's why I didn't go for those meteors early, because like they probably weren't actually there. But yeah, we're just vibing, we're just farming, and something actually pretty funny happens here. So there's a gold box, and you can tell like a lot of people are going to be sizing it up. I'm just kind of vibing, kind of farming, looking to 3P of this fight. I'll make a little steak as some backup food. I don't have that much food on me, it's fine. No potatoes in sight, so steak's the go-to. But I actually see another 2 different people. So there's 5 people in the game, and I've seen 4 people all in this area, which is a little schwazy, a little crazy. So I'm gonna start walking over there. And luckily, I think I'm getting the latest out of anyone. Maybe the Hygiene I beat there, but that's about it. And in this fight, I know I'm focusing Barbara because she is kind of crazy right now. Alright, we see Luke go in. They're all trickling in one by one. And the timing's got to be good on this. Again, I'm focusing Barbara. Me and Hyjin, a little firm handshake here. And the key here is I do need to get the kill on Hyjin. Which I do, which is hype. If I don't get that kill, I'm pretty sure Moo here wins the fight because I took a big blast of damage. And from here, you just like chase it out. And you know what? Not every win has to be a pretty one. And just like any other Herbs YouTube video, we're only posting dubs. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I think it was a fun game, and I like this route. I like the other route as well. I have a fun video coming out tomorrow or whenever I get it edited. It's more so about how I climb from iron to plat. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and stuff. Thanks, peace, bye.